everyone, welcome back to Essy Cooks. In this video we're going to be making this delicious tofu recipe. It's a Mongolian inspired tofu. So think of like Mongolian beef but a vegan version. It is so delicious. Even if you eat meat, you're probably going to love this one. So we're going to start with the pan here. I'm not going to turn the pan on yet. We need 1 block of medium firm tofu that's been frozen and thawed. So just throw it in your freezer, put it back in the fridge until it's thawed. You want to kind of plan ahead for this because this totally changes the texture of it. Medium firm tofu just does not get enough credit. It has such a cool texture to it. You'll see. I absolutely love it. I know it's not for everybody, but it's so good in this recipe. We're going to want to squeeze out the liquid from that tofu. Be careful and gentle while you're doing that. Then we're going to tear it into bite-sized pieces. So they don't have to be perfect. Some of them can be a little bit bigger, some a little bit smaller, but we want them to cook fairly evenly in the pan, so make them all roughly around the same size. So just tear those all up and look at that beautiful texture. You can just tell the sauce is going to stick so well to that. Next, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. This is going to make it super crispy. This is how we get crispy tofu. Toss it gently to combine. Again, don't be stirring this roughly because medium firm tofu is a bit more delicate and it can fall apart. So be careful with that. Now, we're turning the pan on to medium heat. We're going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil and throw that tofu that's been tossed in cornstarch right into the pan. And we're going to start cooking it until it's crispy on all sides. So cook it through as well as you can. It's probably going to take about 8 to 10 minutes on medium heat. You can reduce the heat a little bit if you need to, but we want to make sure that the tofu is totally crispy on all sides beforehand. I do recommend a non-stick pan for this. I find a non-stick pan just works so much better because this tofu is so delicate. We don't want it getting stuck to the pan, and it really can. I tried making this in a cast iron with medium firm tofu and it was kind of a disaster. It was sticking, and yeah, I had a lot of oil, but nevertheless. Okay, now we're going to add in 3 tablespoons of minced garlic, a heaping tablespoon of minced ginger, and 3 tablespoons of green onions, or 3 green onions, sorry, that have been sliced. And this is kind of like going to be the base for our sauce. I'm not mixing the sauce in a bowl. I'm just throwing it all right in the pan to save myself on the dish to make it easier. This is a pretty fast and easy meal. So next we're going to start adding in all of our ingredients for our sauce once we've cooked down the garlic, onion, and ginger for about 1 to 2 minutes. So just give that a little toss in the pan with the tofu, and we're going to start adding in our ingredients for our sauce. So first we're going to add in 1/2 cup of water right into the pan, and then we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce. I use a mushroom dark soy sauce, and 2 tablespoons of regular soy sauce. If you can't find the dark one, that's fine, just use regular. If you want it gluten-free, just use tamari instead of the soy sauce. Next, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar or maple syrup. This makes it taste so good. And then 2 tablespoons of water mixed with 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. That's our cornstarch slurry. That's going right in. You can start with using half of that cornstarch slurry and see how it thickens, but I just recommend throwing the whole thing in there and getting it to thicken up nice and quickly. We're going to leave that on medium heat, keep stirring it until you see it start to thicken. Usually this only takes 1 to 2 minutes. It doesn't take too long at all. And with this dish, you can actually serve it with anything you like. I love to serve this with rice, maybe with some cucumbers, maybe with a side salad. But if you want, you can make it more of a stir fry, and you can cook up, peppers and mushrooms and whatever vegetables you like, bok choy, whatever you want. Whatever you want to put in here for vegetables, it can be like a stir fry too, which makes it so delicious. I recommend cooking the tofu and the veggies separately, just because it helps to keep the tofu crispier and helps it to keep that beautiful look at that texture. I love medium firm tofu. If you haven't tried it before, I really hope you love it too. I find it really makes this recipe. My husband requests this one on repeat, and I'm finally getting the recipe out because, to be honest, before I was just kind of throwing the ingredients together, not even measuring. So finally I have it down and I know what to do, and I've got it in the archive. So I hope you love this. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you liked this video and you want to see more recipes like this one, just make sure you hit that like and subscribe button below.